This is going to be a first out of 3 videos that I'm going to attempt to get done today. This is gonna be a walk around with an engine start. We will also put it on the lift, and then I will do a drive video. So we're looking at a 1990 XM. It's a Citroen that we imported. I think it was earlier this year or maybe end of last year, I don't remember. But I'm going to concentrate on flaws and things that are not right. And there's not many of these things given the age of the car. It's really nice, and probably everything that I will point out will be within the normal wear and tear on the car of that age. So let's start from the front. There is a little scuff over here that probably just has to be touched up. Maybe the whole bumper has to be refinished, but that's one little imperfection. And you can see there's a slight transfer on that chrome piece, and also a little touch up on that grill piece. So just something happened here. Somebody probably went into another car when they were turning. While we're in this area, there is a scratch over here that was touched up. It was actually touched up decent, so I don't know how visible it is, but it's about that long. That was done by the previous owner. We didn't do any of that. And then if you look at the front of the car, you're just gonna see some pitting. Again, I believe this is original paint, so it was just from the age, car being on a highway and so on. Also, this headlight, I just noticed, got a tiny little chip. It's a glass headlight. There's no moisture inside, so that chip probably doesn't have effect on operation of the headlight, and also it's not very visible. As far as this front emblem, it's got that leg. It looks like it's a little off, like it was bent. I don't know. Actually, this is metal, so you can probably bend it back. I don't know if you can see how it's slightly bent over here. And then again, some pitting on this piece, and also on that little piece above. Here you got a slight little gouge in a bumper, and that's really all when it comes to the front of the car. I can't really see anything else. There's probably some other stuff on the bottom that's just not visible. On the hood, if you look closely, right here, I wouldn't even call it a dent. It's almost like a slight dimple. We're gonna have our dent guy coming and have him look at it, and right over here there is an Audi. Again, very minor. I don't know if that's visible or not. This car has been sitting in the showroom, and I really didn't want to take it out during the bad weather, but now that I took it out, I see that it's kind of dusty, even though it's been sitting inside. Over here, again, there's an Audi right here. I don't know how these happen. Here and here, 2 of them, but that looks like an easy fix. And on that side, that's really about it. If you go towards the rear, there is another slight indentation, but it's very minor. I think that's how you can see it. So again, nothing crazy. Let's go around the rear. So this mark over here, it's really just a paint transfer from the wall in our showroom. Somebody backed it in too close to the wall and touched it, so that's really nothing. There is a dent right in that corner. Even though this is a very small dent, this is probably gonna be a tough one to remove, only because it's right on the corner. And there was another one over here that was bigger, and it was also touched up by the previous owner. So right here you got two dents, and I'm not gonna lie, probably to properly fix these 2, you're gonna have to paint at least partially that quarter panel. The dent guy may have hard time getting these out. Here is there a scratch? There is a scratch right here, and This side actually is pretty clean. It has a couple of dents on the front door, but we'll get to that. Light scratch over here, and then you got a series of very tiny dents. One is here, and you got 3 of them right there. And I hate repeating myself, but that's something we will try to get fixed when our dent guy is here. So hopefully that will come out. It's very minor, it doesn't look like anything big. As I said, the car got dusty when it was sitting in the showroom. Now, as far as the roof, the only thing I remember is this piece. I'm not really sure why. It's a third one that we've had in the same color. So as you see, the rest of the roof is nice and shiny, and that little piece is faded, and it's only on this side. This side looks good. So I think I pretty much covered everything as far as the outside. The interior of the car, I would say it's extremely nice. All looks original. Door panels, the seats are in very, very good shape. Headliner is intact, looks like original headliner. All carpets, all really looks good. I'm not gonna pay much attention to filming everything because it all looks good. I'm just gonna show you whatever has imperfection. Again, this all looks great. Even the driver's seat, there are a couple of wrinkles here, but again, no holes, no tears, everything looks great. Dash all looks nice. It has an aftermarket radio with a CD, and the car has a 108,000 kilometers, which I think it's about what, 65,000 miles, less than 70. Let's go ahead and get it started. Obviously, with everything we had to do to move this car out of the showroom, this is not going to be a cold start. Nevertheless, I wanted to lower the car so you can hear the hydraulic pump kicking in, and you can see for how long this pump is operated. So I'm going to pop the hood at the same time, and let's get this thing started. You got all the control lights. They're not there, they're here. So all is on and it's running. So the car is running. It's showing you that I think the e-brake is on or something like that. Now, one thing that is malfunctioning on the car is this display. As you can see, it's not displaying, I mean, it's displaying some gibberish. I'm not really sure why. Maybe that watch just has to be set, I don't know. So let's go ahead and lift it so we can hear the pump kick in, and I just did that right here. So the car is going up now. So I don't know if you could hear it. That pump ran and it quit. And I'm not sure if it's running or not. AC compressor on the bottom. You can see this is running. This pump, when the car is cold, you can hear the pump engaging, and then as the car goes up, it kind of goes in and out a few times. And then it quits. But the engine sounds pretty good and the car runs well. Let me see if I can rev it. That's the sound of that pump, what you're hearing now. I think that's what that is. And then again, it does it a few times and it quits. Now also, when someone sits in the car, either on the back or a front seat, the pump engages. I guess it wants to make sure the car is leveled, and again, it does it for a few times, and then it, as you can hear, it quits. So the next one, it will be a drive video, and then we will put it on the lift.